tweets of people saying that it's just money-hungry, billion-dollar company.
But first, we want to talk about Hextech chests. And, more broadly,
gacha games.
A predatory system that takes everything from the players.
You pay your fucking executives that much money, except you make that much fucking profit year over year.
Most split skin in League of Legends history.
Riot Games has already dropped a new $250 gacha skin. What is going on?
In the last couple of years, it feels like gacha mechanics are taking over League of Legends. Every few months, another predatory system is being added, whether it's overpriced skins, the removal of free rewards, or ever-increasing monetization schemes. From £250 prestige skins to the quiet disappearance of Hextech chests, Riot is pushing harder than ever to get players to spend. At this point, League of Legends is following the same playbook as Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail, two of the most profitable free-to-play games out there. And sure, they make ludicrous amounts of money, but should we really accept the future of all free-to-play games to be like them? Are we really supposed to gamble for skins now? Or grind endlessly to unlock the next tier of the battle pass? There must be a different way forward, especially when League wasn't like this before. There was a time when you saw a skin you liked, paid $10 to $15 for it, and that was it. You felt pretty good about supporting the company you loved, and you knew exactly what you were going to get, a high quality and worth the price skin. At most you would pay is $25, but that was for something special. The DJ Sonas, the Spirit Guard Udyr skins, they felt premium, packed with unique effects, transformations and extra features. They weren't just some overpriced recolors like now, they were worth the investment. So where did it all go wrong? As someone who spent way too many hours on this game, I wanted to figure that out. What changed? Why is the gap between what players want and Riot want bigger than ever? If you were on Twitter in the last couple of months, you've seen posts about Hextech chests spammed everywhere. Nothing Riot could do couldn't go without the top comment being about them. And the reason for this was because on February 7th, 2025, Riot Games released a dev blog announcing that they were removing Hextech chests from the game. This no wonder outraged people, as for 9 years, these Hextech chests gave people free skins for the game. It was a cornerstone of the game. Everyone adored this feature, and the reason Riot gave for removing it was due to being financially unstable. But I looked at the earnings in 2024, and they made altogether $1.8 billion. That's enough to pay a company and have plenty left over, and that's the real issue. This isn't about being financially sustainable or using the money to create a better game, it's to line their pockets with even more money. It's as clear as days to see, as only 2 weeks later, Riot Games, with all the backlash that happened, would release another dev blog, apologising for their actions and giving back Hextech chests to the players. That was the end of the story, the video would end here. But League is going down a slippery slope, following games like Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rails and their predatory practices. But can you blame Riot Games when you see the companies make $710 million in profit? Genshin Impact makes its money through a banner system, where players gamble for in-game characters. The main attraction is usually a 5-star character, which you can technically get in a single pull, or it could take 90. This is just pure gambling. Players keep thinking, just one more pull, sinking more and more money until they finally hit. To make things even worse, banners are time sensitive, triggering FOMO. Then they try to make it seem fair with a pity system, a so-called safety net that guarantees you a 5-star character after 90 pulls. This seems pretty reasonable until you realise that guaranteeing a 5-star character costs around $180. But shocker, that's not it. After you do all of that, you have a 50-50% chance to get the character you want, or a random ass 5-star. So imagine you wanting to get the High New Nash skin, you pay for it, and then instead you get given Coral Reef Malphite. You would be completely outraged, right? Rightly so as well. But all of these systems are coming to League. Riot's new gacha system follows the exact same playbook, but it's just rebranded for League. I do have to say, the 50-50 chance of getting the character you want isn't getting added to League, but the rest is. But this doesn't defend Riot Games' system. Remember when Riot Games released an amazing show called Arcane? They used the hype around that to sell a $250 gacha skin, which you didn't buy with normal currency, you bought it with a brand new currency called Sparks. And to get this currency, you had to buy RP and then use a slider to turn it into Sparks, meaning you didn't even know how much money you spent on a pool. And I don't even have to explain how terrible that is. At least Genshin, you can see how much money it costs to spin. There is one important difference. Genshin gives players 3 chances to pull. You get daily rewards with 2 free spins, and every new update granting you 60 to 80 different pulls. So while spending money lets you get there faster, you can still earn these 5-star characters through gameplay. And that's a key distinction. Genshin rewards players for just playing the game. Sure, you might have to grind, but there's always a way to earn something for free, even high tier characters. While League of Legends used to be the same way. You play well, you earn an S rank, and every now and then you get a random free skin. Maybe it wasn't exactly what you wanted, but it felt rewarding, something extra to work towards beyond just climbing in the rank ladder. That system kept players engaged. If there was a specific skin you really wanted, you could just buy it outright, but most players, including myself, were happy to spend a little bit of money just to get a skin of their favourite champions. I may have gone a little overboard collecting every Bard skin, but 3 of them came from the Hextech chests, a system that rewarded me for loyalty and dedication to the game. And that's the problem. Riot took this away. Instead of rewarding players for their time and their skill, they now expect us to gamble for cosmetics with no alternative. This choice actively hinders the growth of the game, as if you don't care for your rank, what's the point of even playing? And as I was researching more and more about this subject, I noticed one thing. All of these predatory systems were added after one person joined the company. And that person was the CEO, Dylan Jada. Since he's joined the company, gambling has been introduced, league skin prices have increased, honor awards were removed, and most importantly, 11% of the workforce has been made redundant. Some of these people have been working for this company for over 10 years. They are some of the most talented people in the industry. Just look at some of the artwork they've produced for this game. And since they've left, the uptick of bad quality skins has skyrocketed. A couple of them are Newborn Kaiser, Draven, Gladiator Scion, and to top it all off, this ridiculous recolored Alistar skin. And that wasn't the only branch to be affected by the layoffs, as even the League of Legends pro scene felt it, as the European League, better known as the LEC, lost most of their staff. This affected the quality of the content, and Riot responded by not rehiring them, but flying over the North American talent that would have to fly back and can't even stay to help. And they did this to a viewership of 300,000 people, all of them potential clients to buy skins. All of this would make sense with what they mentioned before. They're financially unstable. But their CEO that same year stated that this will be the highest budget ever for the company. At the end of the day, Riot can still fix this. I love this game more than anything you can imagine. It's been part of my life for the past 10 years, and we do have to give props to Riot Games for listening. They've reversed changes that we've pushed back on. We were the reason Hextech Chess came back, but if we stay quiet, they'll still keep chipping away at what made League of Legends great. So anyone watching this video, I implore you to hold them accountable. If they make a mistake, let them know. Before the future of the game, the best way I can see it is to go down the route of what they did 10 years ago. Make a good game that we're proud of and make some good skins, so then we can spend money to support the game and get something we like. It worked for all of those years, so why change it now? The future of gaming doesn't have to be filled with endless monetization schemes. Players have power, and we've seen before the community backlash can lead to real changes. If Riot continues down this road, it's only going to alienate the loyal player base that has kept League alive for so many decades. But maybe I'm wrong. It's just skins in a video game at the end of the day, right? Should we just accept League of Legends for what it is and just be happy that we get to play a game for free? I really don't know, But those are all of my thoughts on the topic. I would really love to hear if you guys had any different ideas in the comments below. Also, make sure to like and subscribe, as only 2% of you guys are. And with that, there's going to be the end of the video. I want to make sure that you guys watch the video I sent over here. It's about how one player saved an esports team, and honestly, I'm really proud of this one.